Oh, wait. Ah, gosh. The moment I stepped away, well, because of course it would. Ah. Anyway, continuing on. This has got to stop. Like, for real though. This stinks. Yeah, I just stepped away for a moment and the whole thing crashed again. So, great. Well, anyway, I guess this is part 2. I have to, like, rename the stream again. Well, I'll do that later, whatever. See, this is why I can't trust OBS. Never does. Yeah, OBS never does me justice at all. Can't trust OBS whenever I step away. All I did was hit the transition to be right back, and it was just like, haha, bye. It seems so it can only last about like 2 hours before it does some stupid shenanigans like that. Anyway, we're up to Snail Sarah. You need a new streaming platform or something? Streaming software? I don't know any other of this other than OBS. Maybe I can maybe instead of Stream Elements, I can use Streamlabs because they're both connected to OBS, and OBS is free to use. So it's something that I have to look into. OBS hates my guts. The only pass through I have to my YouTube and to a degree Twitch. Yeah, welcome back everyone. Who owns OBS? Good question. I don't know who owns OBS. And I don't think it's my PC's fault, because not... I have like nothing open outside of my web browser. Oh, you just need to the address of the company building. Don't do anything. I'll get you sued or jailed. Or killed. Anyway. Ooh. Right, I remember drawing this. Tetramino, excuse me. Very cumbersome. It was fine to draw, but this was, I don't think, I'm not bringing this back. The Tetris piece is called a Tetranino. I'm not gonna bring this back. Although, I would definitely bring back this tomato, because I really like the way this tomato looks. It's a really good tomato. I I make a really good tomato. If anything, I would fill in this circle so you can only see my eyes and mouth. That would make the most sense. And here we have the witch. Ooh, I did some really bad editing up here. This masking did not go well, but it's okay. It's not very visible on stream. I think everybody really liked the witch and my cat. My familiar cat. Hear me casting a spell again. I think that's the base. Oh, I guess I went through all of them? Really? Oh yeah, I did. That's all of them. All of October. Second favorite was the witch. Okay. Now we're going into November. Ooh. So I was in the middle of drawing this. I thought about coloring this, but I just didn't like it. I don't know why I didn't like it. Because it turned out fine. It's just... I felt like this would have taken too much of my time for me to just not like it in the end. The grayscale looks fine. It could use some work, especially in the sleeve. I think my main problem with this picture is that I don't like her jacket. I don't like the way it turned out. Everything else turned out well except for her jacket. Also, I forgot to add in her tail. I just realized that. It's okay. It's fine. Moving on, we're back to another redo. I want to redraw Executor. I think this turned out better than the first one. This captures... Well, one thing, it captured the earpiece, which is something I missed. I think it also captures his expression a bit better. One thing I would change about this was that I would make his nose a little bit smaller. And I would correct his eye right here. Make this a bit... Is it a line? It's a line, but let's make it a bit more accurate. That's all. Here we have Texas, the Amatosa. Basically Texas Altar. I'm looking at this and I really don't like it. I don't like this at all. It's not that I painted it badly or anything like that. I just don't like this at all. I feel like this space right here is too big and empty. And I don't think I captured the front of her hair too well. The only thing I like about this are her ears, but then again, they're still not thick enough because she's a wolf. Also, I really don't like this neck piece here. I don't like this overall. I know this was one of my popular shorts, but it's not that great. This one was a more popular short. Whisper Rain, I really like the way Whisper Rain turned out. I think after Whisper Rain is when I decided to draw smaller heads. Or was it the guy afterwards? No, it was after Elpanus. I just wanted to draw smaller heads. I really like the way her hair turned out. Her little hat. I forget the name. It's a nurse hat. You know what I mean. I should have made a clear indication of where her eye patch goes, but that's just the way the artist drew her, excuse me. And I do like her expression. Once again, I forgot her lens flare. But that's okay. I remember on the shorts, this got criticized for her not having a jaw. And I don't understand what they meant. She didn't have a jaw. Which doesn't seem like a problem if her hair is hidden. If her jaw's hidden under her hair. If her jaw's hidden under her hair, then the jaw thing wouldn't be a problem. I don't know. I don't understand that guy's critique. here we're up to Flamebringer. We're still in November. Oh, this is late November though. Oops. I really, really like the way this turned out. This turned out beautiful. I knew I had to change his mouth a lot because I wasn't quite nailing his smile. But I really did like the way Flamebringer's head turned out. My only regret is that I didn't shrink it so that I can add more of his horn, his hair, and his ear. Overall, this is a beautiful picture. Also, I forgot, once again, I keep forgetting that freaking lens flare on the eyes. Soon enough, I'll remember that. As much as here with Lionheart. Here's the thing about Lionheart. I don't like this at all. I think his face is too small, his chin is too big, and his hair is a little bit all over the place. I also forgot his eyebrows, which would be under his hair, but I really don't like the way this turned out. It's an okay picture. I know people like this because, you know, fluffy hair on a cute boy, but this could have been a lot better. Ulpanus, however, turned out very good. I really like the way he turned out. Mostly because I don't have to worry about his nose and mouth. So this was a beautiful picture. Once again, I regret not making it small enough so I can fit more of his hat. But once again, that's okay. His hat isn't all that big. Well, I guess it's big brimmed, but that's the long and short of it. Once again, I forgot the lens flare, but for some reason it looks okay without it. Maybe because the eyes are finally like aligned properly. I think this eyebrow is a little bit too far out. I should have shortened that a little bit, but this is a really good picture of him. And this is Lucilla. Lucilla, she turned out pretty well. I think I could have made her eyes a little bit bigger to fill out the space on this. Also, I could have done a bit more with her hair. I think I should have shrunk this too. Today's art day is what you call angry and stupid BS art day because you hate what you have to draw today. He looks pretty. Thank you. Luca, have you heard of that mentality of drawing bad sketches so they're all out of your system? Have you heard of that? I've heard of that. It's essentially like drawing something that you don't really care about so that the bad sketches are out of your system so that your actual project looks good. I heard this said on TikTok. And like, was it TikTok or was it Instagram? I don't quite remember. But that person did have a valid point. You should get all your bad sketches out of your system. You're forced into painting on a canvas you don't want to do right now. You're gonna ruin this pic. I think if you feel that way, you should take a break. Because if you're painting in a bad mood, your picture really is going to be ruined. You have to paint. Sorry, not just paint. You have to work in a better mood. Nothing's gonna turn out right if you do that. Oh, right. I made a correction here. I moved her nose a bit up. I think it's a bit better than the previous one. Anyway, was this corrected too? No, okay. So here's Underflow. She is... I think this turned out very well. I should have shrunk the head a bit to fit her ear and her collar. Overall, the hair turned out beautiful. Face turned out fine. I think I messed up her cheek a little bit. Other than that, I think she turned out pretty well. One qualm is that I think her eyes are a little bit too close together. It could be a bit further apart, just a little bit. You want to try some new markers? But your people are like, you finished this trio to make our house pretty. I haven't and probably never will use this pic again. Aw. Collect dust. I'm sure someone else will find value in these pictures. At least you should find value in your pictures. We're moving on to W. Oh, now we're in December, which is great because I only have like a half hour left in this stream. I think this turned out well, except I feel that I may have messed this up here and a little bit down here. You like the Ollie manic expression here. Yeah, well, that's the type of girl that she is. She is manic in some sense and methodical in another. I think W is intelligent in her own way. It's just in a way that's not quite understandable. So I really love the way her hair turned out here and her collar. And I do like the expression that I captured here. Ooh, we're moving on to Nymph. Oh, I really like this one. This one is very cute. It's very cute. I love the way her hair turned out. I love the way her bangs turned out. I was really iffy with her horns because I still think they're not close enough. However, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace because the horns are the best. And the horns, they have to have some space when they're in a 3/4 angle. I know they're very close when she's looking straight on, but when her head is at a certain angle, they need to be a certain way. But I really did like the way the horns turned out. I really like the way her hair turned out and her eyes. In regards to her eyes, I sort of copied the original artist's style in that regard. But which is like okay. I just didn't make it too much like their style. It's different here with Golden Glow. I use my own style when it comes to eyes, because I like my style. Don't get me wrong, I do like Golden Glow's artist, Nami. I do like her style, but the thing is, I don't like the eyes sometimes. And plus, she doesn't draw noses on her characters. Which, whatever, it's her preference. But I really did like the way this looks. I really like the size of it, mostly, because I got what I think is a perfect head portrait. You can see the entire top of the head, the bottom of the vignette. I think if I were to color this, I would print it out and put it on my wall. Because that's how much I really like this picture. And here we have Gray. Gray, I think, turned out pretty well. I used a different style for his eyes because I didn't want him to look too feminine. But I did want him to look young. I think I may have messed up his hair a bit. It's a bit too poofy here on this side. I realize it doesn't quite link over on this side here. But overall, it turned out pretty well. I think I messed up here as well. In front of his hair. I should have defined his hair a bit better. That way his ears would make sense and the rest of his hair would make sense. I do like the crown. The crown looks good. But overall, I am satisfied with this. I do see myself improving. Wait a sec, what is the cursor pick? Oh, my cursor? Whoops. That's blue poison. I downloaded a free cursor icon pack for my computer. and I really like the blue poison one because she bakes you a cake. And is this my final picture? Yes, this is my final picture because I'm not drawing today. So here is Penance. This picture was very popular on BlueSky. I'm not sure why though. But she looks great. She looks very stylish. Her braid looks beautiful. I think this is the best braid I've ever drawn in a very long time. Her hair looks beautiful. Her ears look accurate. Everything else looks very accurate. Overall, I think this is one of the best ones. Perhaps if I had a point of comparison, maybe if I from the beginning of the year, I didn't think I drew anything in January. So, what I felt was my best picture. Let me just minimize it. So here are the ones I think that were my best from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And overall, I feel like I'm nailing the face a lot better, getting the hair a lot better. In terms of animal ears, a lot better. Human ears, I know it's kind of strange seeing human ears on a animal ear character, but that's just the way it is. I've definitely improved on this ear. Yeah, I think my style has improved a lot better. I know they both look good, but practice does make perfect. He hears a lot. She does hear a lot, doesn't she? Ooh, 2 sets of ears, yikes. Well, you know the reason why artists do that, right? Yeah, it would hurt to have that type of sensory overload, but the artist put in human ears because she would look very bizarre without them. That's why when it comes to animal ear characters, especially with their hair styled in a certain way, you kind of have to, in a way, either remove them and just completely hide them with hair, or just add them in and just not think about it. In my case, with my OC, I would just want to just cover that part of the hair, the head, just so you don't see it at all. Can one set of ears be deaf? Oh, that's a good question. And the thing is, I don't know. I don't really know. If one set of the ears went deaf, I guess it wouldn't be a problem at all. Because given how loud the game can be, especially when all the characters attack, especially when Penance attacks, she attacks with a really heavy hammer. You would think that would like make her ears ring a lot. Or here's another thing. What if she puts earplugs in the human ears and just lets the animal ears do all the hearing? How about that? That would be interesting, right? She just plugs up one set of ears. It would be easy to do. Protect one set of ears and rely on the other. I think that's all the time I have for now. It's pretty unfortunate that my stream crashed, especially when my back was turned, but There's nothing I can do about that. But overall, I have improved over the year, despite all of my all of the times I couldn't be here. I made good use of the time that I had, is what I'm trying to say here. While I couldn't really buckle down and sit, no, hold on, let me start again. While I couldn't buckle down and do a good study, I was able to work with the little time that I had. I feel like your autistic speculative evolution part of me is trying to come out, but you just suppress it. You're bored and sleep, girl, it's 5 p.m. Speaking of time, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here. So, thank you for your patience, thank you for watching, thank you for participating in chat. Thanks for joining me at the end of this year. I will see you guys next year, in January. The first Monday of January. So, I want you guys to stay safe out there. Have a happy holiday. Have a happy new year. Spend time with your friends and family. Don't be alone. You sleep as much as you can. Don't overindulge. That's very important too. Don't overindulge on food and drink. That's very bad for you. You're gonna regret it. And whatever new goals you have for the year, you should just start them now. That way it becomes a habit by the time you head into the new year. So, that being said, take care and so long. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Bye-bye now.